this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna make 3 quick and easy booklets that are gonna be perfect as mini album add-ons. So recently I posted a video decorating this book. I also do have a tutorial making the base of the book, and we have some mini album inserts, which are these ones here that I created. So I'll link those 2 videos below, but I still have some pages here that I want to dress up, so I'm gonna be making 3 more of these super easy add-ons to finish adding onto this book here. So for these add-ons, all you're gonna need is some cardstock. So I'm using this 80, I think it's 80-pound cardstock. It's not super thick, and yeah, let's get right to it. So I'm going to start with a belly band add-on. So basically I'm just gonna cut 1 piece here, and I'm gonna do this at 4 by 5, and we're gonna do 2 of those here. Okay, so 4 by 5, and then we are going to score at 1/2 inch along the 5-inch side. So let me just grab my score tool here. So along the 5 inches we're going to score at 1/2 inch, and then we are going to fold along the score lines, and we're just gonna glue these together. So we're gonna basically just glue this back to back. So I'm gonna add the glue here and here, and we're going to line these up just right there like that. Press down and press down. So this is going to be a little belly band that you can put on any page. And now for the inserts, I'm going to cut 1 piece, and this is going to be 6 let's do this again, 6 by 8.5. okay, and then I'm going to cut another piece that is going to be 6 by 4, and the piece that is 6 by 8.5, I'm just simply going to score here at 4 1/4. Okay, and then we are going to fold this piece along the score line, and this second piece that's 4 by 6, actually this is going to be 4.5 by 6. So I'm just going to cut another one here. So 4.5 by 6, and we are going to score this piece at 1/2 inch along the 4.5. okay, and then we're just gonna fold along the score line. We're going to add some glue here on this 1/2 inch, and we are going to just add this and together here, and we are gonna have this opening page and this opening page here. Now don't think this is going to waste, because now we're gonna grab our 4 by 6, and we are going to score along the 6 inches at 1/2 inch here, and we are just going to fold, and we're gonna add this piece along the top of the front panel. Okay, so that's just gonna go right here, and I'm just gonna center this and press down. Okay, and now you're gonna add your belly band to your book, and this piece is going to go inside your belly band, and then this top piece is actually gonna help us to hang this in there, so your piece is not going to come down. So let's actually put it on our book. So again, you're gonna glue you're gonna pick an empty page from your book. I'm gonna pick this one here, and I'm just gonna place it where I want my booklet to be. So we're just simply going to glue this piece. So I'm gonna place this up here, and I'm gonna center it. Okay, and then you're gonna grab your booklet, which is actually a trifold, and then you're just gonna place it into this belly band here. Okay, so it's gonna go right in there. Let's see, there we go. And then this is just gonna fold here on top, so your piece will not slide out of the page. Now if you like, you can put a little magnet here and then just magnetize it right there to keep it even more secure. So that's gonna be our first little booklet. Second booklet, I want to do a floating waterfall page. So I'm just gonna cut a small piece that is going to be 1.5, and this is going to be maybe by 5. Okay, and then I'm going to cut 3 pieces at 3.5 by 5. So that's gonna be 1, and then let me do this one here. So we're just gonna do this at 5 by 3.5. Okay, and let's do another one, 3.5 by 5. And then we are going to score these 3 pieces here along the 3.5. I'm going to score at 1/2 inch or 3 inches. Okay, and then we are going to fold along the score lines, and I'm just doing this as a little sample. You can of course make more and size it to your the size of your book. Since my book is kind of narrow, I'm just making a little one here, but I'm going to grab my piece that is 1.5 by 3, sorry, by 5, and we are going to start gluing this first piece. So we are just gonna glue this here, okay, to start creating our little waterfall piece. Press down, and then I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to add the second one. Now you could put it like this and just have a normal waterfall, but I want this to also be cascading, so I'm going to offset this and place this down by about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to add my glue and lower this here just like that. Okay, and then press down. Let me move this so you can actually see better. So all I did is offset down a little bit. Now I'm going to open this up, and we're gonna do the same with this next page. So we are going to offset. Hopefully these are equally offset here. Maybe I can use the grit on my cutting to measure 1/2 inch right there. Okay, and then we're just going to fold and fold, and now we have a fun little floating waterfall. You can continue adding more pieces here. Now if you like, we could also kind of trim this zigzag out and just really have them floating in this space, but since you can't really see it, I'm okay with just having it like that. And then we can go ahead and glue these to our next page. Now again, if you have a wider book, you can probably continue these kind of cascading waterfall, but I think it looks really interesting and super easy to make. So we are just going to go ahead and place that on our next page space here. So I'm just going to press down and just glue that bottom piece right there. So this is a fun and easy way to add more space for pictures on any of your layouts, and I think it looks really cute as well. So you can of course add a magnet over here, or you can add another flap coming from the other side if you wanted to create a closure for this, but I like how this looks, just kind of like floating in this space. Our next add-on, I'm going to do an upside down pocket. So I'm gonna cut one piece at 4.5. Let's do this by 7, and then I'm going to cut another piece. I'm just gonna grab a new piece here, and this is going to be 5.5 by 6.5, and I'm going to score this piece here at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So along the 5.5, I'm going to do 1/2 inch and 5, and along the 6.5, I'm just going to do 1/2 inch, and then we are going to cut these corners and fold along the score lines. Okay, so we can fold all of these 3 sides, and then we're gonna grab our first page, and we are just simply going to add this on top. So I'm going to add my glue and add my glue here, and we are going to line these up just like that, and press down and press down. So now I made the bottom piece taller or longer, so it will be a lot easier for you to insert your photo booklet in here. So now for the insert, I am going to cut a piece. This is going to be maybe 6.25 by 8.5, and then I'm going to score along the 8.5 at 4.25. Okay, and then we're just going to make these booklets, and then these can go in right here like that, and it should stay and not fall down. As an optional step, you can grab one of your little scrap pieces, and maybe we can cut these as like a 3 by, this is about 2.5. Okay, and then we can put this here on the front, and you can use this to put a little cut apart. Now if your cut aparts on your collection are, you know, like maybe 4x3s, then you can use that and put that in here. I just want a small piece so I can still glue a picture here on the top. So what you're gonna do with this piece is just add a little glue along this one side, and then we're gonna put this right on the edge and at the center. Okay, and this will go at the bottom of this little booklet, just like that. I'm gonna let that dry here for a minute, so that way when you put your little booklet into your pocket, this piece is going to stay out, and it's gonna be basically a place that's gonna help you grab on this top pocket, and then your piece is not gonna be falling down. And now let's find a place for this layout here, and I'm gonna decorate these add-ons that I am placing here, and then of course I'll come back and do a walkthrough for you guys. So I think I'm gonna place this one on this last page, so I'm just gonna add my glue and place that here. Okay, now the best part about making these pockets is that we are increasing the amount of pictures that we can add, but we can still add a large full 4x6 picture over here as well, so you're not really losing any space. We are adding 2 here, and then that is going to go right there. And so there you go. Those are 3 quick and easy features that you can continue adding to your books even after you add your paper, after you decorate and you want more fun elements, more space for pictures. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this quick and easy tutorial. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.